give people time to get on. Thank you for joining us on tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about marriage goals for singles. So you want to stick around while we just chat. I know it's Valentine's Day. Some of you may have plans. Some of you will have to go back and watch the replay. That's completely fine. But we're so glad that you are with us on tonight. Gotta put my AirPods on so y'all won't be able to, so I can hear. So I'll be able to hear. Sorry, I shouldn't have came in screaming at y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm probably a little excited to be with y'all on tonight because it's been a while. It feels like it's been a while that I've gone live teaching. I've started a YouTube, well, I've had my YouTube channel now for about a year, but I've decided to really take it seriously. And so I usually pre-do my videos and post them on YouTube first. So going live, I'm just not going live. But today I felt the need to come on here and go live. I know it's Valentine's Day. I know. My husband's finishing dinner, so we can eat dinner and do Valentine's Day. But in the meanwhile, I wanted to come on and chat. So if you're here, go ahead on and let me know where you are joining me from and hit that share. Listen. I know y'all always hear people say hit the share. And here's why. It's because that is the way that you can support our videos. It helps our videos go further. It helps them to reach the people that they're supposed to reach. Or, hey, Miss Archie, I also got Instagram up over here too. So hit the share. If you're on Instagram, hit the little airplane and share that to your stories, because you just never know who is going to need the information. Like, we just never know. And so one way that you can share me and share what we're doing is by hitting the share. Hit the share. And also comment. Let me know like who you are. Let me know where you're joining from. I may or may not be able to see your comments. If you're in my Facebook group, I probably will not see your comments as we go along. I have to go back and look at your comments, and that's just for privacy reasons. And I'm actually glad that I can't see your comments. And that means nobody else can see your comments, because our group, if you're not in our group, then our group is a relationship recovery. It is a private group for women who are healing, recovering. A lot of them are thriving in relationships. And so if you would like to join that group, just hit the search button inside of Facebook and search for the Relationship Recovery. But tonight, Relationship Recovery Support Group. But tonight, y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I got an announcement too. If you stick around to the end, we shouldn't be no more than 15. I say no more than 15, 20 minutes. But let's just chat. Let's just chat. That's all I want to do. I just want to come on here and just chat. Not just throw information. Y'all gonna get some information, but while we here, let's just chat. How's your day been? How has your day been? Mine's been pretty wild. I left the house at 11, going to get snacks for my baby son Nathaniel's school. Don't come for me, mamas. I'm not one of them mamas that so super organized. Hey, I'm not one of them mamas that's so super organized where listen, I got snacks last week and all the kids had their names embossed on their stuff. That ain't me. I'm not that mama. I'm more like the mama who the night before helping finish projects. I'm that mama, because listen, I got a lot going on in life. I'm sitting here right now looking at a stack of look, I'm gonna show y'all. We're redoing my office too, but this is a stack of. This is my everyday. It's me writing, it's me planning, it's me reading. This is every day. And so, Yeah, I'm that mama. Like I'm that mama. So tonight, y'all, we're gonna talk about marriage goals for singles, for those who are looking to be married or those who may be engaged and ready to get married. But how can you prepare? Because that's the whole goal. Like when you're in the single phase, like the single phase is kind of that preparation phase. Whether you know when you're getting married, whether you're already dating, or whatever it is, if you're in the single, if you're not married, then you're single. That's just it. I know we have all these terms. Oh, that's my wifey. That's my hubby. That's husband. We have all these terms, but the reality is, if you're not married legally, then you are single. And if you are single, thank you. Somebody said I look amazing on Instagram. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you are in the single phase, guys, then if you know that you want to get married one day, and you have that desire. Now everybody don't want to get married, and that's okay. Like if you don't want to get married, that's fine. Everybody is not going to have that desire to be married. And if I can be really transparent, I didn't. Like I didn't, and I had 2 kids and everything. Like when I met my husband, my children, my older 2 boys were 11 and 8, and I did not. Like I had all these plans for my life. Like I was gonna go travel after my kids got grown and go see the world, because I always loved to travel. Like I just love to travel. And so I didn't think that I was gonna get married. I didn't. I just was like, nope, I don't want nothing tying me down. I am kind of a free spirit. I really am. So an entanglement doesn't mean you're also married. No, ma'am. An entanglement does not mean you're married. You can be married and entangled, but that ain't this life. That ain't this life. We can come back and talk about that life. Talk about that. But an entanglement or a situationship means that you're still single. You're still single, and you shouldn't be in an entanglement or a situationship, because those are complicated. Those are complicated, and we shouldn't be single in complicated relationships. Okay. We shouldn't be single. Hey, Miss Chandra. Yes, Miss Chandra. Hello. Yeah, we shouldn't be in complicated relationships and single. Like who got time for that? Like I'm getting older. I got a whole grandbaby. That's how much we had. Like I got a whole grandbaby now. He's a month and how many weeks now? He's going on 2 months. And I'm at that age to where anybody else, like, are you at that age to where you're just like, I'm just kind of too old for this. So who got time for situationships and entanglements? It ain't complicated. You just ain't let go. Can somebody put that in the comments? It ain't complicated. You just hadn't let go. That's just it. That's point blank period poo. Because you decide the terms of any relationship that you go in, and we'll probably hit at that a little bit. So marriage goals for singles. And the objective here, guys, tonight is to really, for those who are looking to be married one day, is to really talk about like how do I begin preparing right where I am right now. Like we've been talking about goals since January, here on and off. Like I've been posting things about goals. I've been posting videos on YouTube about goals. We've been talking about goals like the beginning of the year, because it's still the beginning of the year. And so, and if we want to see progress in our life throughout the year, and we don't get to like March and April and our New Year's resolutions are just gone out the window, then we have to really be intentional about setting goals and making sure that we're on track for meeting those goals each week, each month, or however you evaluate your life. And so we've been talking about goals, and we'll continue to talk about goals all throughout the month of February. We'll switch gears a little bit come March. But tonight, is for those who know that, hey, one day I want to get married. If you're a divorcee, hey, man, one day I want to get married again. What can I do in this season in order to begin preparing for that? And number one, y'all, I'm going to always start off with this. I don't care what I'm doing. It's going to always start off with you. Like we tend to think outward, like, oh, I gotta get my list together, and he gotta be this, or she gotta look like this, and she gotta have this, and he gotta have this. We tend to do that, but that's actually the wrong way to start. It's almost like you're turning the mirror this way instead of turning it this way. And the whole goal of becoming better is for you to take that mirror and face whatever it is that you see. It's like, I got a booger in my nose. Let me get that out. I need to clean my ears out. Ooh, let me get my ears clean. Ooh, look at that mat in my eyes. I got to get that. So we got to turn the mirror in this way so that we can begin to prepare ourselves first. And so anything that I talk about is going to always start with you. Like, boo, it starts with you. Whatever relationship we talk about is going to always start with you, because you teach people how to treat you. Like, can somebody put that in the comments? Like, you teach people how to treat you. People are not going to treat you any better than you treat yourself. On rare occasions, you find people that treat you better. And hopefully, if you are a believer, if you're a Christian, and you name the name of Jesus, you should be treating people well, whether they treat themselves well or not. But for the most part, when you're going into relationships, you're picking people based off of your own brokenness or your own healing, whichever one. And so it matters that you spend this time as a single person preparing for, number one, your personal growth. Now, what do I mean by personal growth? Personal growth is like self-improvement. What can I do to improve myself? Like I said, we take that mirror and we're actually looking at the person that we see in that mirror. What are some things that I need to do this year in order to begin preparing myself? If I know that, I want to be married in the next 2 or 3 years, then what are some things that I need to do over the next 2 or 3 years in order to begin preparing? Now, let's just be honest, because in some communities, in some cultures, we have not done a good job with telling people how to take care of their personal growth. So let's talk about finances. Like, how do you begin to get your finances together as a single person getting ready to, or knowing that you want to prepare for marriage? Get your credit together. Get your credit together. Can we normalize getting our credit together before going into a relationship with somebody? Get your credit together. Take care of any past issues. If you know you grew up, most of us grew up in dysfunctional homes, in dysfunctional families. And nobody's... I gotta drink some water. Let me drink some water. Ain't nobody's family perfect. No one's family is perfect. You have encountered some kind of situation in your lifetime that has impacted you. Did you heal from it? Or you just kind of continuing on with life? Or did you grow up in one of those families where it's like, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt? That's a lie. They do. Words hurt. People can say some very mean and hurtful things to you. Even betrayal. Let's talk about it, because I feel like we need to talk about it. You could grow up and have experienced some betrayal. And we don't really talk about betrayal enough. But you may have had somebody, whether it was a friend or a family member or someone, who really hurt you to your core. You thought you was ride or die with them, and that's my bestie. That's my bestie. Hey, that's my bestie. That's my best friend. You might have thought that was your best friend, and then turn around your best friend with your man. Or your best friend behind your back talking about you with another friend. Did you grow from it, or did you heal? Or you just kind of keep going on? So single time is the time that we take time to really intently focus on our personal growth. How am I going to improve? And I have this worksheet. It's called a brainstorm. It's called Get It All Out. Actually, I'll post a link towards the end a little bit. But it's called Get It All Out. And the whole purpose of the brainstorm is for you to literally pour out all of your goals onto one sheet. Like, you pouring it all out. We don't need no format. We're gonna write it out. Look, I have pens and stuff everywhere, y'all. So I have them everywhere. I'm a writer. Like, the worksheet, I would probably print the worksheet out and write, because I don't know. I just think better when I write. Anybody else? I don't know why. I know, social media technology. I love technology. I use it all the time, every day, different formats. I'm always tinkering around with something. But ain't nothing like a good old pen and paper. Like nothing. Ain't nothing like a good old pen and paper. But the whole brainstorm, like you get it all out. Whatever goals, whatever your personal growth goals are for the year, you write it out. Don't think about, oh, this can be done in a year. This may need to wait for a couple of more years. Don't even think about that. Brainstorming is literally getting it all out. So the brainstorming activity is called Get It All Out. What are some things that you want to accomplish? What do you feel like is going to make you a better suitable partner? Because I mean, as good as we think we are, I know we do. We think we are like as good as we think we are. Hey y'all, hey. As good as we think we are, there are always some areas for us to improve. Always. And if you encounter someone who don't have an area of improvement, run. That is a red flag. We all have something that we could work on. And so we literally pour everything out that you feel like will make you a better suitable partner on this worksheet. And don't worry about organizing, because the organizing comes next. But really be real with yourself. Like, when I get angry, am I really handling things the right way? Do I need to really work on that? Or do I feel like, I struggle with really voicing how I feel? And could I use working with somebody to teach me how to really communicate effectively? Because communication is like the foundation of any relationship. Or do I go into relationships and then I find that, when they leave and they're staying gone, and I call them and they don't pick up their phone, and now I'm panicking. Maybe they ran off the road. Now maybe somebody done pulled them off. Maybe they ran into the police officer, and the police officer done, and you got all of these thoughts that's going haywire, and you don't even know maybe they just left their phone, or maybe they like me and they keep their phone on silent. My phone's always on silent. I'm sorry, I'll call you back when I see the message or when I see the missed call, but I'm getting old and I don't like the ding. Sorry. My friend called me last night. I know I'm sidetracked, y'all. Y'all just roll with me, okay? Just roll with me. My friend called me last night about 5 something. I was just cooking. I missed her call. Y'all. I called her back like 12 o'clock today. You know what she said? Yeah, I kind of figured you didn't hear your phone. She already know. I just don't keep my phone. Ain't no shade. Like, no, I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I just don't like the ding. So I go back and check it. Sometimes I miss it. But anyway, I catch you. But you need to know. Like, you need to know. Like, do I have trust issues that are still kind of lingering there from other past things? Like, because if you do, like, your future partner deserves the best version of you. And you deserve the best version of them. So imagine what it would be like if they're listening to this, like they're using their single season to prepare, and you're using your single season to prepare. Can you imagine how much better y'all's relationship would be? Because you really have taken the time to really dig through. Like, I envision a chest. I don't like, one of those large chests that people store things in. I kind of envision one of those where you're literally unpacking some of those things. Like when you're storing things, it's probably stuff from past seasons in there. Literally past seasons of your life. It's probably stuff in there that was passed down. Come on, Holy Ghost. That was passed down from your mama or your grandma now, or granddaddy. Like it's all kind of stuff. It's stuff that the rats and maybe moths have gotten into, that have been eating. It's some stuff that may have dry rotted. It's been in there so long. But we cannot keep that stuff. Like, we can't keep that stuff inside of our chest, inside of our hearts, inside of our life, and expect that we're going to go into a relationship with anybody and it's going to be good. No, we have to begin to unpack. Open up that chest box there and begin to unpack that stuff. Hey, this don't belong to me. This belong to my grandma. Well, this is my grandma's stuff. This not my stuff. Listen. This my grandma's stuff, but this ends here. Like, this cycle from whatever happened from my grandma, my granddad and them, my grandpa, great uncle and them, that was their stuff. This stops here at me. I'm not going to take this I'm not going to take this into my relationship. I'm not going to take this into my future family. So take the time and unpack. People, like, that is the word of the night. Unpack your chest, unpack your stuff so that you can go into the relationship already prepared, and they're going to do the same. And I just believe this, like, I'm a firm believer of this, that you reap in this, and the Bible tells us that, like, we reap what we sow. So do you think that you would spend all of this time focusing on your heart, your growth, the goals that you want to reach in the future? Do you really feel like that we serve a God that would allow you to go through this season preparing, and then he would just send you anybody? No, I don't believe that. I believe he's so faithful that he honors our seasons where we're preparing and where we're sacrificing and we're doing things, and that he will allow for someone who's actually done the same thing to come into your life. And if they are there and they're really there for a bad reason, they're not there meaning you any good, then you would have unpacked all your stuff, and now you can go into their relationship with the right glasses on. And I talk about my rose-colored glasses, and sometimes you in love, you don't see people for who they are and all of this stuff. But you would go into the relationship or into the potential relationship with the right glasses on, so you can see things clear. You might not even need no glasses, but you're able to really see clear because you've done your work and you've unpacked your stuff. And that's all I had for y'all tonight. Y'all, I had 7 of these I was going to go through. I went through one. I went through one. But I told y'all that if you stay toward the end, I had an announcement that I would like to share. Hold on. Can y'all see me? Because I was like, oh my gosh, can y'all see me? But I had an announcement that I want to share. So I am gearing up for a live, actually for a webinar. Do I have my times? Let me see what I have my times. But next week on the 21st, I will be doing a live webinar. Actually, I have 3 different times that I will be doing this live webinar. And so I know there's a link. If you're on social media, you probably see a link. Ignore that link. Actually, I'm going to see if I could delete that link because that is to something else. But I have a link that I'm going to pop in here. It's a free training on how to plan your year in 1 hour or less. Listen, I was sitting down in January and I was like, you know what? I got to plan. Like, I just sent something like, you need to plan, Tiffany. You need to plan. You need to get out your business plan, comb through your business plan and make sure it's still in alignment with where you feel like the Lord is leading you. And so I pulled out my business plan and I just kind of went through my life. Like, I got a journal. I'm redoing my office, so all of my shelves, we're painting those and all of that. So all of my stuff is not here where I could just pull it. But I got a sheet of actually I got a planner that was empty, and I went through the planner. On each page I went through some goals that I knew that I needed to focus on for the year. And by the end of it, I had literally broke my goals down into 6 different categories. And in addition to that, I didn't have just 1 year, but I had 10 years worth of things that I needed to do, which means I had to break them down into phases. And so I was like, oh my goodness. I called my friend who was amazing. Like, she's an amazing organizer. And I was like, girl, listen, I got this idea for this planner and I just need to organize my life and my brain, and it's in my brain. And I've tried to write it out on paper, but I need something that's visual where I can look at it. And she never called me back because she got busy. By the time she called me back, because it was like one of those things where I was like, I got to get this out. I got to get it out some kind of way. I had already created what I was seeing in my head. And I told her, I said, hey, my friend's name is Treese. I said, Treese, I just felt like the Lord just wanted me to create it. And so I want to teach you the system. I call it my legacy builder framework. I want to teach you the system that God taught me of how to begin to plan my year out in like no time. And it's not just planning. I couldn't find a planner nowhere that was similar to this. We ain't even talking about the planner. I'm just talking about what the webinar is about, because I do have a planner coming. But I couldn't find a planner anywhere that taught you how to set goals for not just a year, but 5 years, 10 years. I couldn't find a planner nowhere. And I couldn't find anywhere, any a planner with enough detail that I needed in order to organize my life. Because I'm not an organizer. So I needed somebody to already do that for me. And I just need to fill in the blanks. And so the webinar will talk about how you can begin to plan your year in 1 hour list. Like, it don't take long to plan. The hard part is not really the planning. The planning is not the issue. It's how do you make sure that you're doing what you need to do every week or daily or monthly in order to make sure that you are on target for hitting your plans, whatever plans that you have. And so we focus on 6 different areas, and I talk a little bit about those. Our 6, we call them our legacy builder framework, and we focus on 6 different areas of, we call them 6 different areas of vision. And so I know we were talking about goals. Vision, goals should go hand in hand. Like, your goals should be based off of your vision for your life. And so we have 6 different areas, and I know there are many different areas that you can focus on, but we have 6 different areas that we want to go through with you, of how you can begin to plan your year and not just half do it, but like we're talking about from what you're doing every week, from what you're doing every day, from what you're going to do this year. And how do you know? Like, how are you going to measure yourself to know that you are on target for reaching your goals? So that training, I'm going to see if I can get the dates pulled up here real quick, because we're doing 3 different dates. We'll start on the 21st. The first one will be on February the 21st, and it will be at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time Zone. And then we'll do another one on the 22nd at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time Zone. And then the last one will be on February the 23rd at 7 p.m. And I wanted to do 3 different times. I usually only do, when I'm doing trainings, I usually only do like, maybe one that time. But for some reason, I was like, no, I want to offer these at 3 different times. Because people are busy. Like, we're just busy. Like, we're busy. We have work. We have children. We have family. It's baseball season, and football season is over for a little bit. But baseball season is coming now. And so I wanted to make sure that you didn't miss the opportunity. And so I'm gonna post the registration links on IG. I'll go back and add those into my stories. If you would like to come to the training, like I said, is 1 hour or less. So we ain't gonna be there past an hour. If we're there past an hour, it's because you guys are asking questions and all of that. But the whole goal is for me to teach you how to plan your year, or maybe 5 or 10, depending on, how ambitious you are, in 1 hour or less. And so let me get my link here. Actually, I'm going to do it this way on Facebook. Instagram, I'll post it inside of my stories and highlights. On Facebook, actually, I'm streaming from Facebook, YouTube, and I'm streaming on LinkedIn right now. And so you guys should be able to get the link in just a second. I'm getting ready to post it inside of the comments. And then I'm going to post them again. So you may see these comments twice, but I want to make sure that I get everyone. So you'll be able to see. I will also put them in my description. If you're on YouTube, I'll put them in the description of this video. But you can also go back and check our last couple of videos. You will see them also in the description links. We do have the full video on relationship goals for singles. We have that full video that is also available on YouTube. And it's a little bit long. Actually, it's not probably as long as this, but I actually do go through all the goals. So this is actually a little bit more detailed than the YouTube video. But if you don't have enough time, or if you're just kind of going about your day and you just want to get the gist of what I'm talking about, go to YouTube. Go check out my YouTube video on relationship goals for single, or you can just join me here tomorrow. Because tomorrow we got church. I may come a little earlier tomorrow. I'll let you guys know. I'll post it, and I'll be posting it on my stories, and I'll post it on my feed, so you'll see what time I'm gonna go live. Tomorrow I'm gonna go live a little bit earlier, because tomorrow we're gonna talk about relationship goals for couples. Hey, I didn't want to do couples tonight because y'all know it's Valentine's Day. We tend to always focus on couples on Valentine's Day. Everybody ain't got no boo. Everybody ain't booed up today. Everybody ain't booed up. So I wanted to come on and just kind of hit it. Some marriage goals for singles on tonight. I only got to one. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I only got to one. I might hit it some more tomorrow or the day after that, depending on if y'all want me to come back. Y'all want me to come back and talk about a little bit more? I'll come back. If I can, if y'all want me to come back. Like if y'all ain't interested, then I ain't, I'm in this season where I ain't pouring in empty cups. So like I ain't casting my pearls before it's fine. So if y'all don't want me to come back, if y'all don't want to know anything further about marriage goals for singles, you can, if you like, I can just go check the video out on YouTube. Then I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with that. But if you want me to come back and we chat about some more of marriage goals for singles, I'll definitely do that before the week is out. But tomorrow, catch me. We'll talk about marriage goals for couples. Marriage goals for couples. I love y'all. Let me see if I have any questions. I haven't been checking comments. I think I seen some comments come up. Yes, 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 yes. Hey, D. Hey, how my husband's on. Hey, Vaughn. Yes, it was busy. 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 So yeah, so if y'all want me to come on, let me know. I love y'all. If you have any questions, as always, you can post them right below the video. I'll go back and check them. I promise you I will, either tonight, or in the morning, sometimes tomorrow. But if not, I'll see y'all later. We'll come back, talk about relationship goals. Go check out that YouTube video. Go register for one of those dates. Remember, we'll be coming doing a 1-hour webinar on the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, different times. So register only for one on the time that fits with your schedule. I love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night.